You don't need to be a machine learning engineer to start a career in data. You just need the right foundation. In this video, we're going to be walking through the industry standard tools that most hiring managers expect you to know. Welcome back to our Introduction to Data Analytics series. In the last video, we talked about data types, and in this video, we're going to be looking at the systems that we use to store, to access, and analyze them. Let's take a peek into the Analyst Toolkit. Data analytics tools are best categorized by what they are used for. And the first category we're going to touch on today are the data storage and management tools. This is where data lives. Whether you're storing large data or small business data, structured or unstructured data, you're likely to use one or more of these tools. First are relational databases and data warehouses, like your Microsoft SQL Server, your Google BigQuery, Amazon Redshift, and many more. We also have NoSQL or non-relational databases. Examples of this would be the Azure Cosmos DB and MongoDB, among many others. We have data lakes, like your Azure Data Lake Storage and Google Cloud. Another category of tools we're going to be looking into are the data extraction and querying tools. These are the tools you use to access data or get data out of the storage and management tools we just reviewed. Examples of this are SSMS, the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. You have the Azure Data Studio, dbeaver, pgadmin, which is used for PostgreSQL. You have MySQL Workbench. You have the MongoDB Compass, which is usually used to extract data from MongoDB, amongst many others. Another category of tools are the data cleaning and preparation tools. This is where you make your data usable or prepare them for analysis. Great examples of this would be the Power Query, which is available within Microsoft Excel and Power BI. You have the Tableau Prep Builder, Ultrix, Python, and Informatica, amongst many others. The fourth category of tools we're going to be looking at are the analysis and visualization tools. This is where you figure out your patterns and visualize your data to better communicate your results. Examples of this would be spreadsheets like Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel. You have Power BI, Tableau, Python. There's so many of them out there. That is a ton of tools, and no one expects you to learn them all, which begs the question, where should I start? Now, if I were starting over as someone with no knowledge at all, this is how I would go about it. First on my path would be to understand basic statistics, since this is the foundation of data analytics. Next would be spreadsheets, specifically Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, since most organizations use either one of these two. Now, the good news is if you learn one really well, it's very easy to transfer the knowledge into the other one. The idea is the same. There's just a little tweaks here and there in how the syntax is written. By this point, you already have useful job ready skills. In fact, a lot of smaller organizations do not yet use databases. They heavily rely on spreadsheets for both storage and data analysis, which means that you're already in a good position to contribute. Going further, I would learn SQL. Now, most relational databases like your Google BigQuery, Microsoft SQL Server, they all use SQL or SQL for data retrieval with very little differences in the syntax. So once you learn the fundamentals, the skill transfers really, really well across these platforms. One thing I'll be very candid about is that SQL has a low barrier to entry, but a very high ceiling. While most analysts' work is retrieving data rather than building software, doing so effectively can require complex logic. As data grows, the logic required to read accurately can become as complex as writing application code. This is one thing that you have to note as you go along. Next on my pathway to becoming a data analyst would be to learn at least one business intelligence tool. My recommendation would be either Power BI or Tableau because most big organizations use either of these two. Last but not least, I would immerse myself into the concept of data thinking because tools will change and can be learned, but the ideas and the concepts will always remain the same. In the next video, we're going to talk about the skill that separates hobbyists from professionals, data cleaning. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on new uploads. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or you want to tell us what you're most excited to learn about. See you in the next one.